This is Bright Spark Entertainment. In my performances, I put probably equal weighting on education and entertainment. That's where Bright Spark Entertainment, the name, comes from. Entertainment is self-explanatory, but the Bright Spark is the Bright Spark children in the audience, and they are all Bright Sparks. One of the most popular performances I've put together is the Scientific Bubble Show. It started with me just experimenting, trying to make the biggest bubble I could, but from there I learned that there's so much you can teach through bubbles, so much science you can teach. My latest performance available to schools is the Scientific Circus, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I guess my whole career started by riding a unicycle. To be able to tie in the science of how circus performers can do the things they do and the physics they need to understand to be able to do those tricks is pretty good fun. One of my most vivid memories is sitting in a stage show as a teacher watching a science show, and it blew me away, and that was the moment that I knew this is what I wanted to go on and do after my teaching career. I think the most important thing for any performer is to make every child in the audience and every adult feel special. So whenever I have a volunteer on stage, they're the star of the show, and at no times do you embarrass them. You always make them feel good. You can embarrass yourself, and if that gives everyone a laugh, then that's great. But you want every person to leave that performance feeling special and feeling that the performance was just for them. I particularly enjoy the creative side of producing new performances and tinkering around with all sorts of props and making gadgets and tricks and whatnot. I've followed all of my passions, so my strong interest myself in looking after the environment, in promoting healthy eating and healthy lifestyle, and the fact that I've studied in those areas as well, along with my teaching experience and my working in children's entertainment with clowning work for about 20 years now. In one of my junk food gym shows, I ride backwards on the unicycle, usually on a clear stage, but it wasn't clear, and I slammed straight into the sign, fell flat on my back, and it was the funniest moment the children had had, I think. So if something does go wrong, there's a real skill and an opportunity to make a really special moment out of it. Thinking about one of the performances that I produced for Opal, the SA Health program, I got some feedback a couple of weeks later from a parent saying that their children just walking around the supermarket yelling peel, pour, pop, and said, we need to buy Wheat Bix, we need to buy whole grain cereals. So at a really simple level, that had got through, just that jingle had got through. As far as interactions with teachers and schools, my main priority is to be understanding of their needs. A big part of it is communication beforehand, right through until afterwards, so that I provide the service and the enjoyable stage shows that I like Bright Spark Entertainment to be known for. I've been lucky enough over the years to receive a lot of wonderful feedback, particularly from schools. Teachers often come up and first of all they'll say how wonderful the performance was, but the second thing they often say to me is, you must be a teacher. And I guess it's because with my teaching experience I'm able to connect with the students, but also I'm able to present the curriculum, learning material at the right level for whatever age the student is sitting in front of me. Every time I step on stage I remind myself how lucky I am to be able to do this for a living. To be able to stand in front of hundreds of children and teachers and families and make them laugh.
What's the matter?
And hopefully learn along the way. I feel it's a privilege, and yeah, I'll keep doing it as long as I can. So with all of my shows, I want to provide the most engaging performances possible with the most laughs, connected to the learning curriculum, and that's Bright Spark Entertainment.